It is time for my annual autumn lamb harvest. This year will be a little bit different than past years thanks to the new tool I acquired, my redneck Hitch Hoist. While it was helpful with my pig harvest, it did have its limitations due to the size of the hogs this year. Where this Hitch Hoist is supposed to really shine is removing hides from animals quickly compared to skinning. I get to put that to the test with the help of some friends who came over to learn about harvesting. The sheep harvest is a much more peaceful process than the pig harvest, as you guys are about to see. Instead of having a firearm, we just bring a knife and we can actually get the sheep into a almost dormant state right before the kill. That's the ideal situation. What causes the sheep to go into a stressful mode is the flight itself. So if we eliminate its ability to have flight, we eliminate its anxiety altogether. And then we have the hitch hoist hooked up here. We'll hitch it, raise it. Once they get up on the hoist, we're going to try the new process of that this thing has, where it actually takes the hide off for you instead of you having to skin. We'll see if that works.
Does the stress affect the meat at all?
It supposedly does, because the animal's dumping adrenaline into its bloodstream, according to some, can impact flavor and quality.
Yep.
So having it here at home is the best case scenario for these animals. Death is never pleasant, right? It always hurts, but our job, if we do it right, is it only hurts for a very, very short amount of time. When the knife goes through the neck and it cuts that artery, there's massive exsanguination that happens right away. So within seconds, the consciousness of the animal is gone because there's no blood pressure to the brain anymore. Still technically alive for a moment, but it's no longer registering because it has no blood in the brain. It's just gone. Most important tool here today is this, which is a crazy sharp knife. We don't want to saw, right? Because that's just cruel. We'll try and get him first there. So notice we don't have flight. This guy's calm. We're just holding on to him. This is, he doesn't like this, but we're good. He's not running anywhere. He's not trying to flee. So we have a calm animal here. So the next step is we want to take the animal off the ground, or off its feet rather. So now we've completely eliminated its ability for flight. So this animal will remain, he'll kick a little bit, but he's not freaking out, right? Ray, do you want to come around this side here? So I generally like to have a second person because I don't do this all the time, so I'm not like super skilled. There are guys who can just do this by themselves, right? You want to just take those and maybe put a knee on his back end there. Right here is like the Adam's apple, if you will, the larynx. So we're aiming for right under that right here. And this guy back here, he's cool. He's not running around, he's not freaked out. And we want to do this with full force. To do this gently is not doing the animal any favors. It was a peaceful kill, and he went quick, and virtually no death throws. So no drama.
Now, are you chaining the hide?
Yeah, so the way this is supposed to work, again, we've never done this, is, I may be doing this wrong, but I watched this on YouTube, so it's got to be right. We put it around, feed this through this ring here.
I think just kind of
right, and it like
right there. Yeah, just get as much of the hide as you can in the circle.
And then as we raise the hoist, this will get tighter and tighter and theoretically tear the hide off.
Let me get a cut down the middle.
Okay.
Up front, so that way it's not just
tightening there.
Yeah.
Yeah, see that?
It's the guts are opening more, is that okay?
We were getting a bit of an uneven hide pull, most likely because I hadn't quite chained the hide in the right place, I hadn't removed the pizzle, or a combination of the two. So we hit stage 2. We took the pulley there, and it goes all the way down to the bottom now. It goes around that pulley, and then that's wrapping around the hide. And are you ready? Crank. It's definitely not as pretty as if you do it by hand. Like, we have the fly twitch muscle, the flank over here, the flank muscle, ripped. You know, it's you don't get the pretty result, but function, yeah, for sure. Like, it was faster, at least 50% faster,
Yeah.
maybe more than doing it by hand. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not even doing anything. He's got his weight against my left leg here.
Oh,
Like, we're friends, right? Like, this is, which of course on the emotional side, like we talked about, does make this a little bit more challenging. Like last year, there was no attachment. These guys are just the best lambs I've had. You're making this hard on me, man.
oh,
You're too calm. Yeah.
oh.
There. The second hide came off much better than the first, probably because I removed the pizzle and other male parts this time first. Okay, so we lost the twitch muscle.
Yeah.
So again, this would all be white, and it would have that twitch muscle on the outside of it if we hadn't done it this way. This was definitely the fastest and smoothest lamb harvest I've had here on the grass-fed homestead. Hide removal is the bottleneck of the process, but with the redneck hitch hoist, skinning was comparatively a breeze. I do need to come up with a better solution for my hog harvest next year, but I will most certainly be using the hitch hoist again for my lambs. Though it doesn't have the fly twitch muscles on it, it looks nicer. Like, it didn't get its belly ripped open and all that stuff. This is generally the way it goes too. Each one looks a little bit better than the last. So. We just finished up the second lamb. As far as the harvest goes, we're done. We just need to do a little cleanup. But first, Ray, you did a pig harvest with me last year.
Yep.
This is your first sheep harvest?
Sheep,
though?
yeah.
Okay, what did you think about this experience versus pigs in general?
I mean, I just like the skinning part. It's a lot easier. Obviously, I mean, scalding and scraping has its benefits, but skinning, especially with this type of animal, it's just a lot easier. I did a deer once, and it's a lot easier than skinning a pig too, because I had to skin some of my pigs. So.
I would say that the sheep harvest is infinitely simpler, easier than a pig. And with both of them, though, I came away with a whole lot more knowledge and education, and I'm just very grateful to you for it.
Final thoughts here, Jim?
Yeah, very similar to Carrie. I starting from zero, the learning curve is just absolutely steep. So I learned a ton over the last few days with you here, and very appreciative.
The lambs hung in the shop for a few days, and then it was time for butchery. These were small lambs, so there wasn't an overwhelming abundance of meat, but still a good portion for my small family.